I'd just moved into my dream home. Quiet neighborhood, clean air, and the crown jewel of my investment, solar panels across my roof. They weren't cheap, but they meant freedom. No more insane electricity bills, no more dependence on the grid. Just me, the sun, and my own energy. But peace in the suburbs is never permanent, especially when you have an HOA. And especially when that HOA has Karen. Karen, the self-proclaimed neighborhood queen. She walked around with her clipboard, measuring lawns, inspecting paint colors, and giving unsolicited advice. And when she saw my solar panels, she wrinkled her nose. Karen. Oh, solar panels? You know those things are ugly, right? They bring down the neighborhood's property value. I just smiled. They save me money. I thought that was the end of it. I was wrong. It started one night. I looked out my window and saw something strange. A sleek black Tesla parked a little too close to my house. I leaned closer. That's when I saw it, an orange charging cable snaking from my solar grid outlet, right into Karen's Tesla. At first I thought, no way. Maybe it was a mistake. But no. The next morning, my solar storage was unusually low, and Karen's Tesla fully charged. The following day, I caught her red-handed. Me. Karen, that's my private connection. You can't just plug in your car. Karen, smirking. Excuse me? I pay HOA fees. That means I have access to community resources and your solar panels. The sun belongs to everyone. I couldn't believe the entitlement. I tried to be civil. Again and again, I explained. But every morning I woke up to the same thing. My batteries drained, her Tesla charged. Worse, my bills started creeping up. She was stealing not just my power, but my money. That's when I set up cameras. Every night the same scene played out. Karen looking over her shoulder, plugging into my outlet with that smug little grin. Proof. That's what I needed, because without proof no one would ever believe just how bold she was. I brought the issue to the next HOA meeting. Me. Karen has been using my solar grid to charge her Tesla without permission. I have camera footage and meter readings. Karen's face turned red. Karen. That's ridiculous. He's selfish. The sun is free. He thinks he owns sunlight. How pathetic. Some neighbors nodded. Others frowned. The HOA chair raised a hand. HOA chair. We'll investigate. Until then, let's keep things civil. Civil. With Karen, not a chance. That night, staring at the blinking lights of my solar controller, an idea sparked. I had installed a smart system, one that let me monitor and, if needed, adjust the voltage. Normally, it was perfectly safe. But if someone unauthorized decided to siphon off my power, well, let's just say I had options. Karen wanted free energy? Fine. I'd give her all the energy she could handle. I set the controller. Maximum voltage. Then I waited. At 11 p.m. sharp, headlights swept across my driveway. The Tesla purred to a stop. Just like clockwork, Karen crept out, plugged in, and walked away with that smug little strut. I watched from my window, phone in hand, app open. The screen showed Tesla connected. I slid my finger across the screen. Voltage, max. The Tesla beeped, then screamed. Its dashboard lit up like a Christmas tree. Overload detected. Alarms blared. Karen came running out in her robe, panicking. Karen, what's happening to my car? She yanked the plug, fumbling, tripping over the cable. The Tesla flashed warning after warning. Karen spun around and saw me standing on my porch, coffee in hand, smiling. Me. Maybe the sun doesn't like being stolen. The next morning, Karen stormed into the HOA office, shrieking about sabotage, but I was ready. I pulled out the footage. Night after night of her plugging in, meter readings showing my drained storage, and the final night, the overload alarm screaming on her Tesla. The HOA board sat in silence before the chair finally spoke. HOA chair. Karen. You trespassed, stole electricity, and lied to the community. The board is fining you $5,000. Karen's jaw dropped. Karen, This isn't fair. He set me up. Me, fair would have been respecting your neighbor in the first place. And that was that. Karen never touched my solar grid again. Her smug strut disappeared, and peace finally returned to the neighborhood. She thought she could steal my sunshine, but when you play with the sun, you get burned.